Okay, hi. We are from Group 4 doing the third discussion for LAX 2011. And this week we're going to be talking about the comic strip that we did. We've already done it, and I think it looks beautiful. You get to see it soon later. So let's begin. Who wants to comment on this? What we did is basically um, like an outlook of how different it is for people who lived in mostly kids. Mostly, I think we're focusing on this generations and the one that we have now in the 90s and 2016. How we spent our times socializing and all that. How different it is. So, who wants to go first?
Okay. Okay. From my view, the sketches of this comic strip. Do you think it's okay?
Yeah, I think it's beautiful. Look at it. Wow.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Wow.
Actually,
I can't stop looking at it.
it is a combination of our idea, or the difference of the in 90s lifestyle and now.
Yeah.
So from there we can see lots of I think several different age of how are we socializing back then and right now, right?
Yes. And
So-
a large part of that has a lot to do with technology.
Oh yes.
So Dila, maybe you can tell us about from your experience to draw it, what the difficulties and what
Yeah, we'd
difficulties
like
to
to
draw
know.
it. We would like to know.
Well, actually, when I'm starting to I've started to draw it. Actually, it's difficult for me to imagine the background. Okay, and then actually I'm doing a little bit research from the internet, so I'm because especially how I draw the people. The first thing I think I just want to do the stickman, but not really look interesting. So I come out like this one.
Thank you, our very good artist. Does
Yeah.
anyone else have like a question to our artist here? She's very good, apparently. Yes.
Okay, from my view, when I saw these comic strip very sketches, I can feel it because
Yeah, she can feel it.
yeah,
Emotional,
I came,
right?
Yeah, because I came from
She's that good.
village, so I was in that situation when we are in childhood. So I can feel when how we are so happy when we running away from when apa run together with our friends
Yeah.
playing kites and yeah, because it's show that the village and now you can see you can see the difference, right?
Mhm.
From
And
the
there's
view.
and there's if you notice that there's a little message in there.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a message.
Free Wi-Fi.
It's not the people. Yeah, the free Wi-Fi.
Ah.
Actually, there's a
With Wi-Fi,
rising
we
cost
can do
in
anything,
that,
right?
right? Yeah, and later,
Yeah.
and there's Wi-Fi, so it's like different what can you say that technology?
Yeah.
So before I forgot though, hold on. This is our newest member, edition. He's the same as Lee. He's from China. Okay, what were you saying?
From my point of view, I agree with what Farah said because I also come from village and I'm a village people. So if I when I see this comic, I I also can feel it because this kind I have experienced it. I have experienced what I've done in 1990s situation, and from that I can see the different of 1990 situation and what have we have experienced it now, and there are a lot of different because back then we enjoy what we have done with our friends and with our family and with that environment, and now uh, there are many I think unbenefit in what we have uh, go through in our life because there are
what do you what your opinion about our comic strip? And
Well,
maybe it's a
Ah.
different view from China.
China.
Yeah.
China, yeah.
Well, actually, this one is pretty beautiful, but actually, in China, I think both of them has appear in China. Because for
Yeah.
now, I mean, in China we have two different areas for park area and for the living area like this. It's for the parking area you can still see many old people they join together and they make a discussion. And I also see sometimes many of them come in the morning at about 7 o'clock. Many people, especially the old, they come together, talk about the government, talk about the social, and they talk about many things in the morning. And also, there's some child plays, and some people like to feed the dog. And by the way, due to people become much more rich, and many people they like to get something to feed.
Also, I'd like to add that what I see here is back then we interacted with the environment for the sole purpose of having fun. These days, it's to post a picture. You know, it's more about telling people what you are doing. You know,
Yeah.
back then, you just want to do it. It's
There are
fine. You
no
don't.
privacy in
You know, we
this
didn't have
anymore.
cameras. You know, we had more fun back then.
Oh.
These days, you want to look good in pictures.
But
You want to have so many likes. You know.
But you know, that time will make you become much more safe. You don't have privacy, but still, you know, for the safe or for robbers, they will not just go into the street and try to steal your money and something, you know.
Yeah, but these days they're. I think we're exposed in a way that there are pedophiles in like social. You know, they're always waiting. We have to protect our kids in that way. Back then, it was just in plain sight. They would be in like white van. You know, they'd be like, kids, do you want candies? These days, they contact these kids
Yes.
using social media, which is even more,
Actually, what Lee said, there's actually some of I agree with Lee because there's some of our society right now still practice the old life back then, right?
Yeah.
Right now, but in our context of view, we see that our society now are surrounded by technologies.
Yeah.
It's very easy we can communicate and have fun.
Yeah.
But compared to the 90s, we interact more.
Yeah.
We know that family background like that.
We know our own neighbors and all
we
that.
yeah.
We don't
These
say
days, we
that.
don't care.
We don't say that technology are not benefit for us. This is very benefit for us. But for people nowadays, especially I think kids, they are very addicted to technologies, and then the technologies become
Bad effect.
bad effect to them.
So we can say that they misuse the
Yeah.
technologies.
Yeah, they cannot live without Wi-Fi.
Yeah, they can't live that Wi-Fi. So these days, when parents they wanna punish them, they would be like, no Wi-Fi for a day or a week. You know.
So I
Back then
think
was very different.
the sign free Wi-Fi play great role there, right?
Yeah.
Free Wi-Fi.
So
But now it just sketches.
By the way, in Malaysia, for nowadays, did the child, student will go outside for playing? Because in China, due to our study become much more difficult. So actually, for nowadays in China, after study, students usually will have some training, for example, mathematics or the drawing trainings. Their parents will like to make their whole life, including Saturday and Sunday, to study. So
Yeah.
actually, for China, the child doesn't have too much time to play. So what about Malaysia?
I think there are some who practice the same thing in China, what you're saying, and some would actually value the experience of living as a kid, having looking forward for weekends and all that. But I think China is a lot more worse in terms of parents. Yeah, they're very strict because competitions are very
Hi.
great over there in China.
Yes.
So I would understand why they want to do
and
that.
I understand because what you said, because the population in China are very
Yeah, it's the most
most
populated
Actually,
thing.
the situation is like this.
largest.
the other child takes this, you didn't take this, then in the future you'll become difficult to.
Yeah, you need to learn this.
You need to compare from this family to the family.
Yeah.
So which one do you guys prefer?
I still know. Without Google Map, I cannot compete.
Oh, so Lee says that he prefers, the second one, 2016, with Wi-Fi. He likes Wi-Fi.
Although the technology maybe it will influence the child or our life, but still it's very necessary. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it is.
necessary part of our life. Let's say internet. If without the internet, then the whole world will be. I cannot say into chaos, but at least the economy will be decrease for very large time.
Actually, as long as that we have that limitation on using the
The
technology
technologies.
and didn't affect our culture.
Because technology is
Yeah.
good for us. It's connecting people, right?
Yes.
And also, honestly, I'm being grateful because I have
Experience
both,
both,
both
experience
situation, right?
Right. And I feel pity for the new generation. They cannot feel.
But there is one thing that that I heard you said, Dila said something about culture.
Yes.
Is that our culture is at risk of being not, being practiced in a way because we're following what Western world most of the time. Because Western came with the technology and stuff, we're more exposed to it. And as you can see in the picture, you draw two elderly ladies wearing traditional clothes.
Yeah. They're
Nowadays
using
we don't
traditional
see that happen anymore, except on
It's
like
goodbye,
presentation
yeah.
days,
Yes.
or
The
like
formal.
festive days,
That is the procedure. Even in China, you cannot see many people they wear traditional
Yeah,
Chinese clothes.
Back then there are
Even
many
just on TV shows or something.
Yeah,
you see.
it's at the danger of being
And
extinct.
also from
we
my
don't
point
appreciate it.
from my point of view, we are doing this comic based on what we have discussed. We don't put any
Many writing.
we don't put any writing. We don't put conversation.
This is
Just
open for
just
interpretation.
open for interpretation, and we can understand it, right?
Yeah.
The message are delivered to the to others, to the viewers. So,
But then it's still new. I'm just drawing it. It's still sketches. So do you think that we have to add some color?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe this can be black and white, and there's color.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
I like that. That will be
Yeah.
great.
Yes, we can.
Black and
Only
white.
province who will do that.
So, so Lee, maybe you can tell us about your kids' experience, what you have go through from your kids'
My
experience
kids'
in China.
experience?
Yeah. Do you?
Maybe it's
Wow.
different from our life in Malaysia.
That is quite boring.
Quite boring. Wow.
Just like I said before, in China we just study after study. I mean, when I was young, for my primary school, I still got some time to play. From that time, after study, I just go outside, playing with my friends, for example, football or something. Also, we don't have area, we just use the door next to playing football. And then when I continue into my high school, things become much more difficult. Just say my time schedule. From 8 o'clock, we have class. But usually at 7:30, we need to arrive to school.
Class,
Yes,
is
in the morning.
the additional class or what?
No,
Night.
the normal.
Oh,
In the morning, 7:30,
Traditional.
we need to arrive to school. And the end of the class is about 7 p.m. in the afternoon. And that is for, yes, but that is for the high school year 1, year 2. For the year 3, due to we had the exam. I think you have heard about the Chinese high school final exam, right? From the final year of my high school, the end day of our study is actually 10:30 in the evening. Yes, after 10:30 evening, we can go back to our home. So,
10:30.
yes.
Wow.
And in that time, even I want to play. No, actually, nobody wants to play. It's just like you feel so tired. You don't
Yeah.
have any
Yes, to
idea to
study,
play.
study.
You just feel want to sleep. Every time we don't actually want to find some time to play. We want to find some time to sleep.
Yeah.
It's during the class break or during the lunchtime. We just lie
Maybe
on
you
the bed.
have you have spent your time with your friend. Maybe you have a lot of friends.
Yes,
Me
we
from
do.
what your experience.
But no, during the school, I mean high school, from the primary school, we do have some time to play. Maybe it's just like Malaysia, like the first picture shows. We play around and we do anything. But since we grow up, we do talk. I mean, but mostly we just ask some questions. Like I ask you how to do this, and then you ask me how to do that. Sometimes we discuss about something interesting, but still make it's quite difficult. Hardly have some time to
Different
talk with
country,
them.
different culture.
I think it's good enough to wrap it up now. Do you guys have anything else to add?
I think
This-
you want to add something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can see a big difference between these two pictures, right?
Mm-hmm.
The free Wi-Fi and maybe you can say technologies change everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Then, but we still need the technologies. So, okay. Um, okay, so that's all for today, I think.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna wrap it up now, and I'll say that thanks for the submissions that we've got. Thank you, Adila, for drawing this. This is very nice. And thanks everybody for coming here on today. And thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Enjoy
And
our
bye.
retreat.
Oh, how many times we talk?